guys? Welcome back. We're heading down to Harley Heaven this morning. We've got a couple bikes that we're going to take out and test ride. So Sam from Harley Heaven got in contact with James the other day, pretty well saying, yeah, get down here and do some reviews. So what are we riding today, James?
I can't remember exactly right now which configuration, but it's a new Street Glide or Road Glide, and we've got each one of them to go for a ride on, and we'll take it for a little test ride, see what we think of them. I mean, I haven't ridden heaps of baggers. They're usually quite modified for like stunting and stuff, so it'd be interesting to ride something set up probably for more of a touring. And have you ridden many baggers?
Nah, when I worked as a mechanic, I just test rode a few, but I never really like rode one, essentially, you know what I mean?
And look, you know what, like obviously these aren't modified, but Shane was saying these new motors they're bringing out, these things are literally somewhat like cam supporting mods, 140 flat each end.
Ridiculous.
Give or take depending.
I haven't ridden one with the new motors in them, so I'm actually pretty keen for that.
Maybe for today you just get on the back with me just in case.
Nuts to butts.
Just because it might be, you know, coming from your bike.
Oh.
You know, like, I don't know if we'll post that, but
don't you worry about me.
It's a lot.
Don't you worry about me.
It's a lot to handle.
I've rode plenty.
Okay.
I've had to drop my son off to Nana's.
She's getting naughty. She's found someone else. She's moved on. She's done.
She definitely has not. She is looking at wedding dresses, believe it or not.
I saw Snapchats.
So yeah, that's why we're in the car right now. So I had to drop the little man off at Nan and Pop's, and yeah, James met me there, and then now we head on down.
Oh yeah, brother.
Got the saddlebags on the scoot there.
Guys, on a bit of a serious note, just before people start speculating and stuff, we have removed some videos, if you notice or not, and posted some old ones up again. We're just fine-tuning the direction of the channel. We're going to be just keeping it very informational, some riding, but as far as stuff on the road, it's going to be on camera, pretty PG. So it's a direction me and Dakota both spoke about, and not that there's, you know, you're probably thinking, oh, you know, what was on there, but it's going to be like just dialed back a bit more. We're still going to do rides and have fun and ride our bikes, but as far as you know, stuff on the road, it's going to be to protect us long term, to make sure we can keep making videos as well. So it's hard, man. It's, you know, depends how you want to play it. We said we're going to be pretty honest with you guys and tell you exactly how it is. There's not going to be anything, you know, behind the scenes. We're going to just post everything as we are now. So I'm pretty happy with the decision.
Yeah, definitely. I feel much better for it. And it's not like we weren't doing anything bad, like anything, you know. But it's just like you said, it's just that long term, like where we want this channel to go and what we want to be able to do with it. Like we really just got to cover our ass and steer it in the direction where we want to be. And I think we just didn't really have that direction 100%, and we're kind of just drifting off here and there to see what we wanted the channel to be. But now we definitely know what we want and how we want it to kind of continue. So,
and we've spoken to Harley Heaven about it and how we're going to ramp up some stuff, and they welcomed us with open arms as far as, you know, coming down and doing what we're doing today. They said, guys, whatever you want, as much as you want, come down and film, and so we can get that out to you guys. So we're just going to pivot the channel a little bit more on that side and go from there. But we thought we'd just let you guys know in case I've already heard and the decision only got made a couple of nights ago. Some rumours about how we're not going to be making the channel anymore. Yeah. I don't even know how that got out, but it's definitely not true, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're only just getting started.
big house.
We're here, the headquarters.
Now we're going to hate the driving right now. The fist gloves?
Where are we getting here, gents? Down
The
here.
fist ones? Did you buy a set?
Yeah, I brought a set last time we were here. They were just down here.
Are these it? No.
Where do we go going down here, Jimmy?
Oh, I didn't love anymore.
Huh?
Something you're not used to.
XL. Oh, I'm only medium. Oh.
You're not.
Yeah.
Little fella. These will still be a bit tight, I'm telling you.
No. I got mediums and they're too tight like that. She'll cramp my hands.
Nah, that's good. Oh, should we go doubles?
No.
Yeah, you gotta try them.
No way. You're not that big though, James.
Well, have a look at how they fit. They're good.
No.
That's it. That's it.
I needed larges.
Like, look at that.
Yeah. Are you gonna get them?
Yeah, you paying?
No way.
Dude, you got plenty.
Nothing.
So we're just waiting for them to literally...
PD. These are brand new, brand spankers. One of them's got 8Ks on it. I don't even know if the other one's off the bench
The
yet.
street glide's still getting put together. I'll be taking the road glide.
That's alright. We'll swap over.
We won't. Where's Dakota? No, but pretty exciting. They're literally brand new bikes.
25s. The street glide literally came in yesterday. It's just so good.
It's yeah, literally these guys have given us brand new bikes. We've already got the warning of the new tyres, so it's something I'm pretty aware of. But yeah, make sure we look after them and go for a little ride up Green Hill Road, I reckon.
Yeah,
probably
spin up there and swap over at the top.
maybe, and go from there.
The first of the 25s we've got.
So we've got 8Ks on this, so lucky we've both got a bit of PD experience.
Yeah, that is unreal.
Here we have it.
So sick.
Love the colour.
So apparently this is the new stock Harley colour. Can't remember what, is it a native
He has told us a couple times.
naval grey or something? It's not the battleship grey, it's called something else. So pretty much this is the standard colour now that Harley's bringing out instead of black. So if you actually want to get a new Harley that's a black one, you got to pay extra.
Yeah, right.
Which is pretty crazy.
Look at that screen. Boom.
Oh, straight glide.
Oh.
Oh. Hey,
You just said nothing crazy on the channel right now.
I was just thinking new tyres, man. That could bloody...
Hey, catches everyone out regardless of the experience. Definitely not what we're used to.
I'm keen, eh? This should be really good.
I've heard a lot of the newer baggers don't always feel like baggers. Like some of the
Yeah, all the twin cam ones, yeah.
yeah, the
It's heavier.
twin cam baggers feel a bit heavier and
But they
really-
Sam was saying they still run the same frame and everything. They've just kind of changed the suspension up a little bit. And yeah, apparently they feel a lot lighter on the road, which I'm keen to see.
And it'd be good to see, like, when we swap bikes, the difference between the road glide and the street glide, how that feels too.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Sam's going to give us a bit of a rundown on the technology on these new street glides and road glides. So how do we use this tech?
Yeah, absolutely. So ignition button over this side, flick him down, and the 12.9 touchscreen display fires up, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, sick.
On these new ones, it takes a little bit of time for them to fire up. You see the Harley logo pulse, and it's probably about this point that you could turn the bike on. But for this one, obviously, we've got a menu button just over this side here. Once it starts to, yep, there you go.
Yeah.
And then it's pretty self-explanatory, so it's really intuitive. A lot of people, even if they've never seen this sort of stuff before, can jump on and figure it out straight away. So you don't really need to scour through the book or be a tech expert to use this sort of stuff. I think one of the biggest differences that gets people that have had a tourer before is that the volume buttons are on this side now. So it used to be the other way around, but now the volume buttons are on this side.
Yeah.
Menu button, over to settings.
These are
for
all
example.
Bluetooth, so you can Bluetooth your
enabled,
phone
exactly
to it all.
right.
Yeah.
You can have Apple CarPlay as well if you connect the cord to your phone and you have one of Harley's dedicated Cardo systems.
Yeah, right.
So it won't let you do it because it's, you know, a bit of a distraction for you.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
if you have the Cardo head set up, you can have Apple CarPlay too. No Android though, but that's fine. So yeah, again, pretty standard sort of setup. With the display sort of side of things, you can have 3 different layouts. So at the moment it's set up on cruise. We can go in and we can
So what is cruise? Oh, so that's the dash?
Yeah, so that's the dash, exactly.
mode.
So the layout
right.
itself. So if we go into sport, for example, you can see how it just changes.
Sick.
Gives you everything you need and nothing else. So
Yeah.
when you're really going hard, you don't really need to see too much else. And then we can go over to tour. So tour is pretty handy because it shows you what you need as far as the speedo is concerned, a bit of fuel, but all of this, once navigation's turned on, turns into your sat nav. In Australia, you don't have to have the subscriptions that Americans need to have to get it to work.
Yeah.
So out the gate, you can use navigation straight off the bat, which is pretty cool.
It's a bit different to just having a RPM gauge and a speedo gauge. Eh?
Exactly right. That's it. Yeah. But you know, you can put in stopping points. You can link it up with the Harley app, for example. You can choose you can make a route on your phone and then send it to the bike, which
And
is
it'll
pretty
just
cool.
navigate where you gotta
Exactly
go.
right. Yeah. So if you have different stopping points, for example, you want to
Yeah.
find a pub and then something else, you can chuck it into your phone and then send it to the bike, and then away you go, which is pretty
Crazy.
cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Oh, that's sick. And these are all obviously cruise control, traction control,
Yep, exactly
all
right.
of that.
All standard sort of stuff, which is good, and again, really easy to use, even if you have never had the pleasure of riding one of these before, which is
Yeah,
cool.
perfect. Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
We're going to get on these bikes and go for a spin through, I guess, the foothills and, yeah,
Let us
see
know
how
what
they
you
go.
think.
Yeah,
Nice one.
definitely.
It's yours now, boy. What are you doing?
What do you reckon? This is it.
It's smooth.
I can't believe how smooth it is.
The throttle's held touchy on sports mode.
Oh, it's taking it out.
Press, you're on sports mode. reckon?
That was sick. There's a lot of tech on these bikes, I must say. It's very different to the Dynas, but I couldn't get over how comfortable it was.
I was getting distracted by the tech. I mean, you'd get used to that, but I've gone from literally just having an analog tacho to like this whole screen. I just kept playing with it. So that was a learning experience.
Flicking between the modes. I couldn't get my radio dialed in. I was trying to listen to music and do all that. No, it was good though.
I would sell this guy.
You keen to get on the street glide?
Yep.
Let's do it. It's super windy up here. We're going to film a bit more chatting and that, but we'll save the recap for when we get back to the dealership.
Come on.
Yeah, good, Mark.
Got it good?
Oh, pretty good, Mark.
It howled. It howled and melt.
You look better.
Hey?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm fine now, eh?
Really?
Alright, we just got back. Thoughts? We'll start with the street glide. I personally didn't mind the street glide at all.
We've already had a little pre-brief, as you can tell.
We had a little debrief.
I mean, I think the street glide, not looking at the brochure, just like what the ride we did then, it would be good for someone smaller than me. Maybe shorter, maybe a little bit smaller. Maybe they're not doing as much like touring and they want something a little bit more nimble.
It's definitely a bit more nimble.
I think
it's more nimble.
that's probably more ideal than the road glide in that sense. For me, I felt like Sam, before we left, said a little line, which I was like, oh, okay. And it was absolutely spot on. He said, the street glide feels like you're just sitting on it. The road glide feels like you're sitting in it. And that is the best way to describe it. It feels exactly that. It feels like you're sitting on top of it and the dash is pretty close to my head. And
yeah, it feels a lot more compact.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. I didn't hear Sam say that, but that's pretty well the best way to describe.
The street glide, I felt like you felt where the wheel was though on the hills.
The street glide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a bit more feel like, oh yeah, the wheel's there. Over the road glide felt like, where's the front end? You don't really know where it's at.
I think with the road glide with a good set of bars and risers would be an absolute game changer. But all in all, the street glide, like, I think the technology in the thing is just out of control.
I was getting lost in the sauce in all
the
the
I spent
tech
more time around, like, it's more time just trying to learn what was happening on the dash. And then you'd look up and you're like, shit.
And they got sat nav, which would help you a lot because you don't know.
I don't know about
You are terrible. You are actually terrible.
I just rely on you so much.
Why?
Because whenever I'm with you, I just
You
switch
work
off.
for yourself. You drive around and do earth moving. How do you even get to jobs?
Anyways, enough about me. We're going to go over to the road glide now. The road glide. The one thing I noticed, I'm going to have to check with Sam. I swear how you accelerated was changing the modes of the bike. I don't know if you noticed that.
Self-learning.
Yeah. I don't know if that was the thing because I put that in just normal cruise control, like cruise ride. And I swear when I gutted it a little bit through the twisties, it went into sport mode. So I don't know if that's something that happens or not.
I would have thought you would have kept up more in sports mode.
Well, the thing was, I didn't want to exceed the speed limit.
And neither did I.
So...
I didn't. I had the cruise control on.
Anyway.
I just hit the corners hard. No, I mean, if you put a gun to my head and you said, which one do you want, which one would you buy, which one would you put your money down for me, my opinion, my riding, my good looks, my perfect physique, it would be...
I would not go that far.
It would be the Road Glide.
Yeah. I think also the style that we like to build, we go for that more club style look. So by going to the Road Glide, you can do your bars and riser setup, your gauge relocation. We don't need to on these ones.
But if you were a smaller person though, this would be a big bike.
Yeah.
This would daunt you.
Yeah, definitely.
And even getting used to riding that when we first got on it, like wobbling around, I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty big.
Yeah.
Getting used to everything. But I got on that and it was like, boom. Like literally after we pulled out that turn, I was like, yep, I'm comfy, done.
Yeah, I was super confident in that. That same thing, that took me a little bit, a few corners to get a feel for it.
Like you get it.
But yeah, I think all in all, these 25s are unreal. The water-cooled new motors.
Very smooth.
So smooth.
Very smooth.
Crazy. If you're just someone that just wants to put a pair of slip-ons on or whatever and just cruise along, I'd highly recommend. If you're doing a bit of city riding, I'd definitely go probably the Street Glide.
Yeah.
A lot more nimble. But if we were to get one, our purpose for them would be a lot more bigger trips. So I'd probably go towards a Road Glide.
But even then, I'd probably just get used to this.
Yeah.
Because I ride that, I feel like I'm really close to the dash. I feel like I'm daunting the bike a bit, even though it's a big bike.
Yeah.
Like the Dyna's way smaller than this.
And I don't know if that's just the bar setup, but then obviously with the Street Glide, you don't have a lot of bar choices.
Well, just comparing stock bike to stock bike off the shelf. Like I feel a bit big on the bike.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I feel like I could literally ride this standard, done.
See you later.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Let us know what you guys think. Obviously, you guys probably got some of these bikes. Throw some comments out
And don't forget, guys, you guys can do what we just did. Come down to Harley Heaven Adelaide, mention us, say you've watched the video, come see Sam, he'll hook you up. As long as you got your license, fill up a little bit of paperwork, and you guys can take these bikes for a ride yourself. Give them a review. Get back to us, see what you reckon. But this is just our personal opinion. But yeah,
So what do you think? I've said what I think. What do you think? Gun to your head.
I'd take the Road Glide.
You would?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
So what do you think that's more for? I said smaller people?
I just felt like what you said. I got on that and I was super comfy straight away. But then once I got used to that, alright, the bar's a bit higher, this and that, I kind of preferred that.
Or maybe to everything, like someone who's wanting to get a touring bike but doesn't feel comfortable on a Road Glide, that would be a better option for you. If you were a smaller person, you definitely wouldn't want the Road Glide. You'd be a bit daunted. You'd have to make adjustments. Like that's more, not an entry-level bike, but someone who's maybe starting out touring and they want a bike for a couple of years to get their head around, that's probably the bike.
Yeah.
This is...
I agree.
This would be hard. If you hadn't had much bike experience, imagine getting on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's our personal opinion, preference.
No, you did that good.
Would go with the Road Glide. But yeah, what James said, if you don't have a lot of experience or you're wanting to look into getting a bigger bike and you've only had a Sporty or something like that, or coming off a Jap bike or something.
No, well,
that's
probably wrapping it up. I just want to say massive thanks to Harley Heaven and Sam collectively for letting us take out literally bikes that have done 8 kilometres.
Yeah, we both were brand new.
Had to literally bring back the old memories, had to scrub brand new tyres, and we used to work in bike shops. So
the Street Glide, as we rocked up, was getting PD'd on the bench. So if that's not out the box, I don't know what is.
Oh, massive shout out to Harley Heaven for letting us do that. I don't know how many people would let that happen, so we really appreciate that, and hopefully this video can help you guys out and help people make decisions on what to buy and come in Harley Heaven, speak to Sam, close a deal and have the bike of your dreams and enjoy riding.
And don't forget to drop our name if you come down here, because they're loving it. They're already having a fair few people come down and say they've come down here purely for watching the channel. So, we help them out, they help us out. So,
and if you got a comment you got on the end of your tongue, be like, oh, I don't want to post it, hit it, post it. We reply to every single one. We love your comments. We love seeing what you guys think. Helps us give us some direction on the channel as we're getting a bit pointier on that end as well.
Yeah, but nah, thanks heaps guys, and we look forward to making more of these. Oh!